to the Chef's Kitchen. I'm your host, Tina Marie, and today we're joined by Chef David Banks of Harry's Savoy Grill in Wilmington, Delaware. Nice to have you back, friend.
Thank you. Nice to see you too. Very nice. We're using these herbs.
Dorot frozen garlic and herbs. This is an answer to our prayers.
I love it. Very not only convenient for me, but really concentrated. Great flavor.
So now, how are we beginning here?
Okay. We're going to do a quail dish.
Okay, great.
A little tip and technique here. Quail comes semi-boneless. You can buy it in any supermarket. What we do is we take the leg off like this, and then we put it, and we're cooking it with the leg and the wingtips, making a little stock, actually a reduction. So you take that, and we take the wingtip off, and then we're just going to French that bone.
Okay, just a pop on the knife there.
Then the bone exposes like that.
This is an interesting technique.
And then I do this. So what we do is we actually braise the legs, and we can pull the meat off the legs. We'll use that as part of the dish. A little bit of salt and pepper.
Now, what was the idea behind exposing that bone there?
It's just
aesthetic?
Yeah, it's a Frenching technique. It's called Frenching the bone, and it's just a little technique to do that. And we'll let that cook. You know what? My pan's big enough. We'll do a second one.
Just regular olive oil, Chef?
That is a soya oil. If you can just take, and they're not too hot, you pull them in your hands. Just pull the meat off those bones. Can you do that? Or?
Sure.
So we take a little bok choy, baby bok choy. Now these herbs and spices are really nice.
Well,
I don't have to prepare them, I don't have to wash them, I don't have to chop them, I don't have to puree them, whatever I want to do, they're there for me.
You really don't even have to touch them. They come in these wonderful individually portioned packs, which look like ice cube trays, actually.
They do. They pop out like ice cube. We're going to show you that.
The most important thing, the thing that really stuck out with me is they're flash frozen in the fields. These are actually fresher than you can get in your produce department. Completely fresh. There's no preservatives, no MSG, and they last for 2 years in your freezer. Really? Which is outstanding.
Baby bok choy, little green onion. We toss.
So you slice them down, thinly sliced.
We're going to make a little, like a slaw.
Okay.
A little bit of snow pea tendrils, which are right there.
Very nice.
I'm going to take a little bit of a smoked sea salt. It's going to
work
into the flavor of that. Yeah, just a little smoked sea salt. Part of this dish is this red pepper jelly that I've made using their red pepper and it's simple caramel.
Okay, very good.
And that is Dorot's red pepper is
the red chili.
Another dish that we're going to make is right there.
Which is right here.
And that is just really, really good.
You can see this is how it comes. These individually portion sizes, and each cube is 1 teaspoonful. So you always know how much you're using.
You'll see the recipes that I've developed here are based on a cube. But right now, this quail is just perfectly done. That's how quick the quail cooks.
What's a small bird?
And so look, we're good. We've browned off nice.
So when they have a nice brown exterior, that's when you know they're ready?
Right. They're a little bit rare inside or medium rare inside is fine because I'm going to discard a little bit of that grease. And the cilantro and the ginger from the freezer.
Certainly, sir. Another thing I like about this is the size. You can eat, they're very stackable. So you can stack them in your freezer and they don't take a lot of space.
I can pop
them. Look at that. How quickly.
Recipe called for one, but...
And now typically, if you were to sit there and be chopping your ginger, your hands would smell of ginger and you'd probably have a lot of waste. It would take up a lot of time. So it's very time efficient. Individually portioned. This is just brilliant.
I'm going to take just a touch of water. Smell the aroma?
Yes.
That works.
Oh my goodness.
That's actually going to go...
You can smell how fresh it really is.
That's going to go right into our little salad there.
Our little salad, pea shoots and our bok choy.
This one, I don't really want to discolor this in any way, but I do want to use it as kind of a drizzle for the thing. This is the cilantro. So we pop. Yeah, we'll give it a couple extra just for fun.
Cilantro.
We got a one-shot deal here.
This is the biggest one that's famous for having excess in your refrigerator for always throwing away. What recipes require more than a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of cilantro, right?
So I'm just hydrating this so I can use it as a sauce. Now you could use it as a spread for a fish or a chicken or anything that you wanted. I'm using it as kind of a sauce. It's really concentrated, so I'm not diluting the flavor at all. You'll see when we're finished that,
Okay.
we're right on target here.
And cilantro has a pretty strong flavor, too.
It's nice and powerful. So this is the bok choy. We did this ahead a little bit. It's sitting and put a little bit of smoked sea salt in there. It's developing some flavors.
So you did that on purpose, just to do it ahead, just so
because
the flavors could meld?
It needs to kind of bloom or get really
I like
nice.
that, bloom.
So what I'll do is I'll just take this and I'll put it right in here. So really you've got to...
It's an interesting way to serve it, Chef.
So we get a little bit of that.
That's very good. Now you cook this down, Chef? It was
You buy this. This
is purchased.
This just purchases. And then we've got this little red pepper.
Now
and
for
that's,
the red
that's
pepper
spicy
jelly,
and hot. In
did
the
you
finish.
use the Dorot chili?
I did.
Is this dish ready to be plated?
That's it. It's plated and ready
Well, then
to
I think we should head over
do
to the
what we
tasting
do.
table. I'm going to dive into this here.
You dive in.
I really like the two different textures that you're introducing here in this plate.
Yeah, I think
The
that
shredded meat.
Yeah, it's you'll have some crunch in the slaw. The versatility of the Dorot spices or herbs, I guess, is just wonderful.
The sauces really make it pop.
Oh.
Chef David Banks of Harry Savoy Grill. What a joy to work with you always.
Thank you.
You're an artist in the kitchen. You teach us so many of your tricks. It's
Appreciate
great.
it.
And Dorot frozen
all
herbs
fun.
really made it easier for us too.
Yeah, it's super convenient. And like
must-have.
I said, the flavor's concentrated nice. Their integrity is right on target. You could make, like I said, the versatility of it's great.
And very quick.
I love it. Very
efficient in
fast.
the kitchen.
Can't beat it.
A
How
pleasure,
convenient.
as always, to work with you in
Very
the
good.
kitchen.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for being here.
To see today's recipe and all of the recipes featured on the Chef's Kitchen, log on to chefskitchen.tv.